Dear children, we have already started with the first chapter of 11th class, some basic concepts of chemistry, and we have done laws of chemical combination, SI unit, then atomic and molecular masses, Dalton's atomic theory, uh, mole concept, percentage composition, empirical and molecular formula, limiting reagent, and now you need to concentrate because we are starting with the different ways to express the concentration of solution. So today's topic is different ways to express the concentration of solutions. What is concentration of solution? If you take a glass of water, add 1 spoonful of sugar, take another glass of water, add 2 spoonful of sugar, take third glass of water, add 5 spoonful of sugar. Naturally, you know that the third one is more concentrated. So shall I say more the amount of solute in a given volume, more is the concentration? So now I need your concentration, and the first term to express the concentration of solution is mass percent. Beta, here I'll take A for solvent and B for solute. Who is a solvent? Solvent, one which dissolves, and solute is that one which get dissolved. But how will you find out which is solvent and which is solute? The component whose amount is more will be taken as solvent, and whose amount is less will act as solute. When I say A means I am talking about solvent which is in more amount, and B is for solute. If I want to find out mass percentage of B component, suppose, then it is equal to mass of solute or B component divided by the total mass of solution. So I can say mass of solvent plus mass of solute. As it has to be decided in percentage, so multiply this by 100. Children, how will you find out the mass percentage of A component? Mass percentage of A component is, you will say mass of solvent, A is for solvent, mass of solvent divided by, I can write down this also, and the sum total of solvent and solute is actually solution. So you can write down here mass of solution into 100. There is another method which is easy one to find out mass percentage of A if you already know the mass percentage of B. How will you find out? Total solution is 100 gram, and if you subtract the mass percentage of B from 100, you will get the mass percentage of A. So mass percentage of A can also be calculated by subtracting mass percentage of solute, that is B component, from 100. So this is also a method to find out the mass percentage of another component, provided only two components are there. So in this case we are talking about the binary solution in which only two components are there. So you need to learn these formula. I hope you have done this formula in class 9th also. Beta, when I ask any child to prepare 2% solution of copper sulfate, you know, they come to me and ask what is the molar mass of copper, because they don't know. Now you tell me, is there a need to know the molar mass of copper in this case? 2% means you just take 2 gram of copper sulfate weight, add it to 98 grams of water and you will get 2%. If I want to prepare 5% solution of NaCl, what will you do? Just take 5 grams of sodium chloride, common salt, add it to 95 grams of water and you will get 5% NaCl solution. Let us solve a numerical based on mass percentage. There is a solution which is formed by mixing 300 grams of 25% of A component and 400 grams of 40% of B component, and you need to find out the mass percentage of a resulting solution. This is given to you and this you need to find out. See, how will you do this? First of all, find out the amount of A and B in grams. They are saying 25% of A. It means for A, I'll say in 100 grams, how much A is there? 25 grams. In 1, it is 25 by 100. And in 300 grams, it is 25 by 100 into 300. And you know it comes out to be 75 grams. See what happens in case of B. 40% of B is there. It means in 100 grams, 40 gram of B is there. In 1, it is 40 by 100. And in 400 grams, it is 40 by 100 into 400. You know it comes out to be 160 grams. Now what is total mass of solute? Total mass of solute is, these are the two components A and B, and both of them, they are dissolved in some amount of water. So these two are solute. What is the amount of A? It is 75. What is the amount of B? It is 160. It comes out to be 235 grams. The total mass of solute is this much. Total mass of solution. The total mass of solution is 300 for this solution and 400 for this solution. It is 700 gram. So percentage of solute is mass of solute. Total mass of solute is 235 divided by total mass of solution, which is 700 into 100. So if you solve it, it comes out to be 33.5%. How will you find out percentage of solvent? Percentage of solvent is, there is the easy method. Take 100, this is the total mass of the solution, minus 33.5%, means this is the 33.5 grams of solute is there, and you get here 66.5%. Easy questions, you can do it yourself. Beta, another term to express the concentration of a solution is mole fraction. Again, we have two components A and B, and if you want to find out mole fraction of B component, how will you find out? It is number of moles of B divided by total number of moles of solution. Shall I multiply by 100? No, it is only the fraction. It is not the percentage. Beta, how will you define mole fraction of B? It is actually the ratio of number of moles of one component, either A or B, to total number of moles of solution. I can also say, if you take an apple and maybe divide it into 4 parts, and one part, what is one part to the total apple? It is 1 by 4 of the total. And what is rest of that? It is 3 by 4. This is 3 by 4 to the total apple. So how will you find out mole fraction of A component? It is actually number of moles of A divided by total number of moles of solution. But there is another easy method to find out the mole fraction of A, provided you know the mole fraction of another component, and there are only 2 components. So you can also say mole fraction of A is total apple is 1. If one of the part B is only 1 by 4, what is the rest of that? A, that is 3 by 4. So I can also say 1 minus mole fraction of B component. Mole fraction is represented by X. So here I'll say XB. Mole fraction of B is XB and mole fraction of A is XA. So based on this, I can say XA plus XB is equal to 1. As I've told you here, B is 1 by 4 and X is 3 by 4. It is always equal to 1. Even if you divide it into 5 parts, then you might say if B is 1 by 5, then rest of that, which is solvent, which is 4 by 5, this also comes out to be 1. So, sum total of mole fraction of all the components which are present in solution is always equal to 1. Let me write it mathematically. If I say mole fraction of B, this is equal to number of moles of B. Number of moles is represented by N. I'll write down NB for number of moles of B divided by total number of moles of solution. Total number of moles of A plus B. Na plus NB. And if suppose number of moles are not given in the numerical, if they have given only masses of A and B component, then you can say NB can be written as given mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute, and then Na can be written as Wa upon Ma plus Wb upon Mb. Why I am writing so? Because number of moles is equal to, number of moles of B is equal to given mass of solute, that is Wb, and molar mass is represented by Mb for solute. So remember this, W is for given mass and M is for molar mass. Number of moles is equal to given mass divided by molar mass. So you need to learn few terms. A for solvent, B for solute, W for given mass and M for molar mass. So remember these formulas, you need to learn them. Then only you will be able to solve the numericals. Let's discuss a numerical. And the question says 4 gram of NaOH is dissolved in 36 grams of water, and we need to find out mole fraction of each component. It means we need to find out the mole fraction of sodium hydroxide as well as mole fraction of water also. If suppose we find out the mole fraction for NaOH first, how will you find out? I'll do the same thing. Wb upon Mb. Who is B in this case? B is NaOH because it is solute, and A is solvent, which is water. Mole fraction of NaOH is Nb upon Na plus Nb. It means we need to find out Wb by Mb. What is B? B is NaOH. W of NaOH divided by molar mass of NaOH, and it is totally divided by W of water divided by molar mass of water plus W of NaOH divided by molar mass of NaOH. Let us see what are the molar masses of NaOH and water. NaOH is sodium is 23, oxygen is 16, hydrogen is 1. It comes out to be 40 grams per mole. And water is 2 hydrogens are there, 1 oxygen, 16. It comes out to be 18 grams per mole. Just put the values. So mole fraction of NaOH is W of NaOH. Given mass of NaOH, it is 4 grams. So I'll write down 4. Molar mass is 40 divided by 40. Given mass of water is 36 grams. It is 36 divided by molar mass is 18. This is 4 by 40. So you can calculate it. Beta, now you solve it. It comes out to be 1 by 4 divided by 2 plus 1 by 4, which is 0.25 divided by 2.25, and it comes out to be 0.111. And how will you find out the mole fraction of water? Water is 1 minus 0.111, and it comes out to be 0.88, something like this. Another term to express the concentration of solution is molarity. It is expressed by M, capital M, remember this. And how will you define molarity? Molarity is about the number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. Molarity is, you write down the definition, molarity is number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. So I'll say number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liter. It has to be expressed in liter. Molarity is equal to number of moles is written as N, and of solute it is written as Nb divided by volume of solution in liter. I can also write down number of moles is given mass, which is expressed by Wb divided by molar mass of solute, which is written by Mb divided by volume. But many times volume is given in milliliter in the numericals, so you need to convert it into liters. Just divide this by 1000 and you will get this. So my formula here is Wb upon Mb into volume of solution. If it is given in milliliter, multiply this by 1000 in the numerator and you will get this formula. Learn this formula. What are the units of molarity? It is expressed as moles per liter. It is written as mole per liter. Let me explain it further. If you want to prepare 1 molar solution, what will you do? Dissolve 1 mole in 1 liter. Suppose you want to prepare 1 molar sodium hydroxide solution. What will you do? You will dissolve 40 grams of, why I am saying 40 grams, 23 plus 16 plus 1, 40 grams of NaOH in 1 liter of solution, you will get 1 molar solution. If you dissolve 20 grams in 1 liter of solution, then it is half molar, because you have dissolved half mole in 1 liter. And suppose you dissolve 20 grams in 500 milliliter. It means you have dissolved half mole. 40 gram is 1 mole, 20 gram is half mole. Half mole in half liter. So half mole divided by half liter. 500 is half liter. Half get cancelled. Again you will get 1 molar solution. If you want to prepare 0.2 molar solution, you will dissolve 0.2 moles of a solute in 1 liter solution. So I think things are getting clear to you. There is an equation called molarity equation. Where will you use it? Molarity equation is used in lab many a times. M1V1 is equal to M2V2. What is it? Suppose you have a solution of 5 molar and you want to convert it into 2 molar solution. And how much you want to prepare 2 molar solution? Maybe you want to prepare 500 ml. What volume of 5 molar solution should be taken so that it may be converted to 2 molar solution and its volume should be 500 ml? And if you want to find out something of this sort, what will you do? Just apply this equation and it becomes V1 is equal to 2 into 500 divided by 5. And you will get here 200 ml. It means take 200 ml of 5 molar solution, add 300 more solution so that it becomes 500 ml. Then it will be converted to 2 molar solution from 5 molar. So we can always dilute solution from a concentrated solution by applying molarity equation. There is a question, can you convert 2 molar solution into 5 molar? How will you do it? Just find out. Beta, there is another term which is molality. See the difference. It is molarity and here it is molality. It is small m. Molarity is expressed as capital M. Molality is expressed as small m. How will you define molality? Molality is also number of moles of solute, as you have done in this case, divided by, here we have taken volume of solution. Here I'll take mass of, not the volume but the mass. And here I have taken solution, but here I'll take solvent. When I'm talking about mass, it has to be taken in kg. So how will you define molality? Molality is defined as number of moles of solute dissolved per kg of the solvent, per unit mass of the solvent. Write it mathematically. Molality is number of moles of solute is NB, as we have done earlier also. Mass, it is not the molar mass, it is the given mass. Given mass is written by W and solvent by A. It has to be expressed in kg. Further, you can write down molality is number of moles of solute can be written as WB upon MB into WA. Many times in the numerical it is given in grams. Then you need to multiply in the numerator by 1000, and this is your formula for molality. What are the units of molality? Molality is mole per kg. Here it is mole per liter. Here it is mole per kg. Beta, generally a question is asked that molality is more convenient term to express the concentration of solution. Rather they say molality is preferred over molality is preferred over molarity to express the concentration of solution. Why? Answer is molality is independent of temperature. Why is it so? Because molality has the term mass, not the volume. Volume changes with the change in temperature, but mass doesn't change with the change in temperature. So even if you prepare the solution today, maybe after a month, temperature changes, mass of solvent is not going to change, but the volume of solution will change. So molarity will change. So molality is independent of temperature. Molality of solution remains the same even with the change in temperature, whereas molarity changes with the change in temperature. So this is preferred. Who is preferred? Molality is preferred over molarity. Beta, let's do a numerical based on molarity and molality. There is a question that 250 centimeter cube of sulfuric acid solution contain 24.5 gram of sulfuric acid. Density of solution is given to you, which is 1.98 grams per centimeter cube, and what you need to find out, one is molarity and other is molality, small m. Let us find out molality first. Molality is WB upon MB into 1000 upon WA. Let's write down the given data first. 250 centimeter cube of sulfuric acid. This is the volume. 1 centimeter cube is equal to 1 ml. So 250 centimeter cube is 250 ml. Volume is 250 ml. 24.5 grams. This is the given mass of solute, given mass of sulfuric acid. Given mass is written by W, B for solute. It is 24.5 grams. What is molar mass of solute? Sulfuric acid is solute. If you find out 2 plus 32 plus 4 into 16, it comes out to be 98 grams per mole. Beta, now you write down the values here. WB is 24.5 into 1000 divided by molar mass is 98 and given mass of solvent. How will you find out mass of solvent? First of all, find out mass of solution. How will you find out mass of solution? We already know density is equal to mass per unit volume. And here in this case, all the three terms are meant for solution only. Density of solution is 1.98 grams. Mass of solution will find out. What is the volume of solution? Volume of solution is 250 gram. So mass of solution is 250 into 1.98. If you multiply, it comes out to be 495 grams. This is mass of solution. What is mass of solute? Mass of solute is already given to you, which is 24.5 grams. What is mass of solvent? Mass of solvent is equal to mass of solution minus mass of solute. It is 495 grams minus 24.5 grams, which comes out to be 470.5 grams. Now you know the mass of solvent, which is WA. Put the value here. It is 470.5, and you can solve it. It comes out to be 0.53. What is the unit? Moles per kg. It can also be written as molal. 0.53 molal. So unit of molality is molal, or it can also be written as mole per kg. Can you find out molarity of solution in this case? Molarity is capital M. It is WB upon MB into 1000 upon volume of solution. WB is the given mass, which we have done earlier also. 24.5 into 1000 upon 98. What is the volume of solution? It is 250 centimeter cube. So you write down here 250. It comes out to be, if you solve all this, it comes out to be 1, and its unit is molar. I can also write down 1m. 1m means 1 molar, or I can also write down 1 mole per liter. So children, today we have done different ways to express the concentration of solution. I hope you might have concentrated. One of them is mass percentage, which is an easy one. Mole fraction, which is number of moles of that particular components divided by the total number of moles of solution. Then molarity. Molarity is number of moles of solute per unit volume of the solution. Its unit is molal or mole per liter. It can also be written as molar. 5 molar means 5 moles are dissolved in 1 liter of solution. Another term is molality, whose unit can also be written as molal. If I say 2 molal solution, means 2 moles are dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. And you know, this is an important question. When I say molality is preferred over molarity, because molality is independent of temperature, because it involves only the mass, and mass doesn't change with the change in temperature. Whereas in case of molarity, volume is there which changes with the change in temperature. Children, please learn all the important formulas and practice for numericals. Thank you.